Hollywood is a world filled with glitz, glamour, and endless fascination, but for decades, people have speculated that there's more to Tinseltown than meets the eye. Behind the curtain, beyond the award shows and red carpets, some believe a much darker side of the entertainment industry lurks, filled with secret societies, control over the media, and mysterious deaths. And while many of these theories sound far-fetched, some events in recent years have only added fuel to the fire. From celebrities allegedly making deals with the devil to long-running shows like The Simpsons predicting the future, these conspiracy theories refuse to die. Today we'll dive into the murky waters of some of the most mind-bending Hollywood conspiracies that people can't stop talking about. At some point, nearly every big-name music artist faces bizarre rumors claiming they've joined a secret society or made some kind of dark pact for their success. Celebrities like Rihanna, Kanye West, and Madonna have all been at the center of such speculations. Theories range from them being members of the Illuminati to having allegedly sold their souls to the devil or even performing human sacrifices. Doja Cat, however, has taken a different approach to these kinds of accusations. Instead of ignoring the whispers, she's leaned into them, sparking an even more intense debate. Has Doja Cat fully embraced Satanism? The speculation about Doja Cat's supposed connection to dark forces reached new heights in 2023, following a series of bold, attention-grabbing moves from the rapper. In early May, during her trip to New York City for the 2023 Met Gala, Doja stopped by the renowned Bang Bang tattoo studio and left with an anatomical bat tattoo spanning her back. Fans immediately flooded her social media with comments accusing her of embracing demonic imagery, but Doja was quick to brush off the backlash. "Your fear is not my problem," she wrote, explaining the creative inspiration behind the piece, suggesting that her choices were more artistic than satanic. Never one to shy away from controversy, Doja took the opportunity to troll her critics. Later that same month, during her performance at YouTube Brandcast 2023, she took the stage dressed as a horned character, stirring the pot even more. At the time, her album was tentatively titled Hell Mouth. It has since been renamed to Scarlet, a decision that only fanned the flames of fan hysteria. In August of 2023, Doja Cat fueled further speculation with the release of her single Paint the Town Red. The music video featured her alongside the Grim Reaper, donning full black body paint, blacked out pupils, and devilish horns. As if that wasn't enough, her new single Demons followed suit with similarly eerie imagery on its cover art. Fans were quick to conclude that this was proof she had fully embraced the dark side, leaving many to wonder whether she was trolling the public or sending a message. Next up, DMX wasn't just known for his raw and powerful music. He was also one of the few artists who openly called out what he described as the darker forces at play in the music business. In a candid moment, DMX shared his frustration about the industry, shedding light on what he believed were manipulative forces controlling artists and stifling creativity. His message was clear. The game wasn't just about talent. It was about playing by the rules set by an invisible, powerful network. He was speaking from experience. He knew firsthand how the industry didn't care about artistic integrity. In fact, he believed it was designed to break down artists who wouldn't conform. According to DMX, many real artists are dying to get into the industry only to realize they don't fit in once they're there. The rapper described a system where creativity was controlled and manipulated. "They want you to dress like this, talk like that," he said. But DMX wasn't one to follow these rules. He proudly stated, "I'm going to dress like this and talk with a bat," meaning he would stay true to himself no matter what pressures he faced. This defiance is part of what set DMX apart, but it also, in his eyes, painted a target on his back. What was even more concerning to DMX was how the industry preyed on those who weren't mentally strong. "If you ain't got a strong mind, the industry will break you down as a matter of time," he warned. To him, it wasn't just about music, it was about survival. The industry, as he described it, was full of vultures, ruthless figures ready to feast on the vulnerable. In DMX's words, "Vultures with nothing to feast on, see me. I'm getting my beast on." The use of the word beast was telling. He wasn't just surviving, he was fighting back. One of DMX's most alarming claims was about how the industry pressured artists to sell their souls. This wasn't just metaphorical to him. He believed there was something deeply sinister going on behind the scenes. The idea that young, promising artists were being asked to give up their morals, values, and even their freedom in exchange for fame was at the core of DMX's criticism. His feelings about the industry weren't just bitter, they were deeply personal. "I'm not an industry artist," DMX declared. "I am an artist in the industry." This distinction was crucial for him. He didn't see himself as a part of the machine, but rather as someone trying to navigate through it while holding on to his integrity. For DMX, the industry wasn't just a business, it was a battlefield, and many artists didn't survive the war. DMX often hinted that speaking out against the industry could be dangerous. He had faced countless legal issues, addiction struggles, and public scandals throughout his career, which he believed were part of an orchestrated campaign to take him down. "The industry didn't give an F about you, but the industry couldn't make a dime without you," he said, acknowledging the paradox of being necessary yet expendable in the eyes of the powers that be. Before his passing, DMX repeatedly warned of the dangers lurking within the industry, and his words now carry an even greater weight. Was he simply speaking out of frustration, or was he truly revealing something more sinister? Now, over the years, The Simpsons has become more than just a satirical TV show. It's turned into a bizarre crystal ball for the future. With over 3 decades of episodes, this animated series has made eerily accurate predictions about real-world events. Whether it's just a stirring of coincidences or something more, it has left many fans and conspiracy theorists alike scratching their heads. The most famous Simpsons prediction is, without a doubt, Donald Trump becoming president. In a 2000 episode titled Bart to the Future, the show depicted Lisa Simpson taking over the presidency after Trump had left the country in financial ruin. At the time, it seemed like nothing more than a joke. Trump, then a businessman and reality TV star, didn't seem like someone who would ever sit in the Oval Office. But in 2016, when Trump was elected president, people started to wonder, did the Simpsons somehow know this would happen? What makes the Trump prediction even more unsettling is the episode's portrayal of the aftermath: an economy in decline, debt rising, and general instability. Many pointed out how similar this depiction was to the real-world economic concerns that came up during and after Trump's presidency. Though the show's writers have admitted they never expected their satire to come true, the accuracy is hard to ignore. Another jaw-dropping prediction involved the COVID-19 pandemic. Back in 1993, The Simpsons aired an episode called Marge in Chains, where a virus from Japan called the Osaka flu spreads to the US through global travel, leading to widespread panic. Although the episode didn't predict the coronavirus pandemic exactly, fans were quick to draw parallels between the episode and real events of 2020. The idea of a foreign virus spreading through air travel hit a little too close to home, sparking conversations about whether the show had somehow foreseen the crisis. Then there's technology. Long before anyone heard of smartphones and smartwatches, The Simpsons featured a character using devices that seemed wildly futuristic. In a 1995 episode titled Lisa's Wedding, Lisa's fiancé talks to his watch, much like we do today with Apple Watches and other smart devices. At the time, it seemed like a funny piece of sci-fi, but in reality, smartwatches hit the market just a few years later. While it's true that wearable tech was already in development, the show's ability to present it so casually years before it became mainstream has added to the series' prophetic reputation. Financial crashes were another eerie call. In 2008, the global financial crisis rocked economies worldwide, but The Simpsons had already aired a 1998 episode titled The Trouble with Trillions, which hinted at a potential economic disaster. The episode portrays the U.S. government in financial disarray due to unpaid loans, drawing similarities to the real-life issues leading to the financial collapse. Though it's possible the writers were simply exaggerating existing concerns, the fact that it aligned with the timing of a real financial meltdown led to increased speculation. Looking forward, some fans believe the show may have hinted at Kamala Harris's rise to power. In the same episode where Trump becomes president, Lisa Simpson is depicted as the first female president who inherits a huge economic mess from Trump. While the connection might seem far-fetched, some eagle-eyed viewers point out that Lisa wears a purple jacket and pearl necklace in the episode, an outfit that looks very similar to what Kamala Harris wore during the 2021 inauguration. This has led to theories that Harris might eventually ascend to the presidency, mirroring Lisa's role on the show. While this might be a stretch, it's one of many predictions that have fans of The Simpsons looking toward the future. One of the more out-there predictions involves shady elites. In a 2010 episode titled Boy Meets Hollywood's curl, Mr. Burns is shown controlling everything from the shadows, a metaphor for corporate and political manipulation. Some conspiracy theorists have latched onto this, arguing that it reflects real-world concerns about elite groups like the Bilderberg Group or other global financial powerhouses. These groups, some believe, are pulling the strings behind the scenes, and The Simpsons was subtly hinting at this all along. So how are all these predictions happening? Are the writers of The Simpsons just incredibly in tune with cultural trends, or is something deeper at play? Some people believe it's just a coincidence. After all, with over 700 episodes, it's inevitable that a few of the show's jokes and storylines might line up with real events. Others, however, see it as a sign that the show's creators are tapping into something more profound, whether through deep cultural observation or even, as some like to speculate, some kind of insider knowledge. For decades, talk show hosts have been a huge part of Hollywood and American culture, providing humor, entertainment, and interviews with celebrities, politicians, and big-name influencers. Shows like The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and The Tonight Show, with hosts like Jimmy Fallon, have massive audiences, often reaching millions of viewers every night. On the surface, these shows seem like harmless fun, but some people believe there's something much deeper going on behind the laughs. Conspiracy theorists argue that talk show hosts aren't just entertainers, they're the gatekeepers of public opinion, controlling what people think and feel without them even realizing it. It's no secret that talk shows play a big role in shaping the way the public sees celebrities and important issues. These shows can turn a scandal into a joke or make a serious issue seem less important. For example, if a celebrity is caught in a major controversy, whether it's a personal scandal or political issue or legal trouble, they often make an appearance on one of these shows to repair their image. These interviews are usually lighthearted with jokes and funny stories, and they can help shift how the public views the star. What many people don't realize is that these appearances are often carefully planned to smooth things over and get people to forget about the controversy. Take Ellen DeGeneres, for example. When Kevin Hart came under fire for his old homophobic tweets in 2019, he went on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Instead of grilling him on the issue, Ellen defended Hart, saying he deserved to host the Oscars despite the backlash. This wasn't just about giving Hart a platform to apologize. Ellen's endorsement helped shift public opinion, making it easier for Hart to move past the controversy. Some people argue that moments like this are part of a bigger plan in Hollywood to protect certain stars, and talk show hosts play a key role in that. Conspiracy theorists believe that talk show hosts are handpicked by powerful people in Hollywood to push certain narratives and promote specific ideas. The idea is that the big players in the entertainment industry, often referred to as Hollywood elites, use talk show hosts as a way to control the public's opinions on important topics, from political issues to social trends. This could explain why certain topics get a lot of attention while others are downplayed or even ignored entirely. A common belief is that these shows use humor to distract viewers from serious issues. By making jokes about these things like political scandals, corruption, or controversial policies, talk show hosts allegedly keep people from thinking too deeply about what's really going on. For instance, when the government shut down in 2018, talk shows made a lot of jokes about politicians and the chaos in Washington. But some critics argue that these jokes are actually preventing people from taking the issue seriously, making it seem like a funny event rather than a major political crisis that affected millions of lives. A lot of fans see these interviews as nothing more than harmless PR stunts, but conspiracy theorists see a bigger picture. They argue that these moments are part of a larger system designed to protect the most powerful people in Hollywood. For example, when Matt Lauer, the former Today Show host, faced allegations of sexual misconduct, several talk shows discussed the issue. However, instead of delving into the severity of the allegations, many shows handled it with cautious language and quickly moved on to lighter topics. Critics argued that this is a deliberate tactic to protect Hollywood insiders and shield them from the full impact of their actions. Whether or not you believe in these conspiracy theories, it's clear that talk show hosts have a significant amount of influence. They're often seen as the face of mainstream media, and their opinions and jokes can shape how millions of people think about certain topics. So what do you think? Are these theories just wild speculations, or could there be something more going on beneath Hollywood's shiny surface? Whether these conspiracies hold any truth or not, they remind us that what we see isn't always the full picture. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to click and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one.